Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Tracy, and I want to show you how to create an invoice in Shopify. Now, why would you want to create an invoice in Shopify? That depends on your customers and also just what situation you might come across. Sometimes you might have customers who want to order from you, but they don't shop online. My husband doesn't shop online, he leaves that to me. Go figure. Then you might have some elderly people who aren't on TikTok, who aren't shopping online. You might have those people, or you just might have a special order that is, outside of the norm, something that normally doesn't come across your desk and you have to make an exception. I'm going to cover these situations, okay? So when you are creating an invoice, you go from your dashboard to orders and then create an order. From here, depending on your situation, I'll demonstrate too. One of those situations is adding a custom item. Maybe it's an item that you don't have in your store. Raise your hand if you've ever had a customer ask you for something that's not currently in your store. It might be a situation where you'll just create this one order and it's a one and done, or you might consider adding that item to your store. So for this situation, it's going to be a custom order. For me, for this demonstration, I'm going to say my customer asked me to do custom sweatshirts to wear at their child's football game. Custom sweatshirt, okay? Black. I'll just put that there. You can put whatever you want as the description. And then this is going to be a front and back type deal. So I'm going to say 45 and they want 2. This is a taxable item. This is a physical item. And then the weight of a sweatshirt is, I believe it's about 8 ounces. So I'll put 8 there and then add the item. Now it is starting to build our invoice. So we got custom sweatshirt black, requires shipping. That depends on if that's what I want. It could be a pickup order. So we'll get to that. I'm going to come over here to notes. I have had this situation happen where it was a kind of word of mouth type order and the gentleman doesn't shop online, right? So in the notes, I use the notes to summarize what the customer requested. So I'm going to put 2 custom crew sweatshirt, black, 1 large, 1 extra large. Then I'm going to say front and back. Front is going to be Monroe High School with mascot. Back number 2. That's the number of the player, right? I'm going to take that and then copy it and do the same thing for the extra large. Except for this one was number 4. So we'll leave it at that. So this is pretty much what they want. They say they want black sweatshirts, not hoodies. They want 2 of them, 1 large, 1 extra large, and then what they want on the back. You could also put in a note. It depends on what you want to do. You can say client did not have mascot photo, because this now tells me that I have to do a design fee. So if you run your business like that and if you have to open up your Canva or Photoshop, you should charge a design fee. But I'm going to demonstrate it. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. That's up to you. I did design fee $25 just one time. It's not taxable. It's not a physical product. Add item. So now we got our sweatshirts, our design fee, and some notes about what the customer requested. Now it's time to pick the customer. You can either add them, or if they've shopped from you before, ordered from you before, they should be in your system. So I'm going to choose this one. It's a fictitious name and address. Okay, so now that we have that, now we're here at add discount. If you want to add a discount, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But I'm going to demonstrate how to. So you can do it one of 2 ways. You can add a custom order discount. So just like this is a custom invoice, it could be a set amount or a set percentage, right? Typically we do percentages. So let's do 10%. Let's call this new customer. Welcome. Because they're going to see this when they check out. Okay. All right. So let's click done. I'll demonstrate how to do the custom one after. This customer is going to pick up their order. For shipping, I need to tell Shopify that we're not charging this customer a shipping fee, even though we said that it is a physical item. If you remember, see how it says require shipping. So we have to go and tell Shopify, no, we're not charging shipping, and we know that this is a pickup. So go click the shipping and then say custom shipping. Make sure you put what it is, and then make sure you click in this box and put 0 if it's free shipping. shipping. Okay, click done. That way, when they receive their invoice, Shopify is not going to charge them. Can't just leave that blank. So now we have our order, we have our discount. Now let's get down to the nitty and the gritty, the payment. I don't mess around with this. I don't chase money. I'm just putting this in your ear. Again, how you run your business is how you run your business. I don't chase money. I put processes in place to do that. Meaning, if you need to break up this cart total, that's an afterpay, that's a Klarna, that's a Zip, that's a Sezzle, that's a Shop Pay, that's a Affirm. I am not going to invoice you and I already give you your product. That's not going to happen. The only way that you're going to get your product now and you break up the payment, should you need to, you have to use one of my third-party payment processing payment options. Okay, so that'd be the Afterpay, the Klarna, the Zip, the Sezzle, Shop Pay, Affirm. Shop Pay and Affirm, they can choose a monthly payment. They can choose maybe sometimes they have 6-month payments. I think Klarna's getting there too. But when you choose something other than the 4 bi-weekly payments, it usually will do I don't know if it's a soft check or hard check, but it checks their credit. If they do the buy now, pay later, every 2 weeks, you have to pay interest free, that does not check their credit. Okay. So I do not do payment due later on my own. I use one of those systems in place because should they default on their payment, those companies are going to chase after them, not me. I don't want to lose out on my product, so I'm not going to do that. All right. Marcus paid right here. Marcus paid means if I went to my daughter's school and they said, Tracy, I need a couple tumblers, I need a couple custom shirts, they will pay me up front and I will create the invoice, come back home, get the items or make the items. I will mark this as paid because they paid me before I left. Then I'll come home and make the items, and then I will print out a copy of the receipt to give to them because I advocate for you to give your customers receipt. It not only reflects good on you as you conducting your business transactions in an ethical way, but it also has your contact information, your website information, your email information. What if they take it back to their family and friends and they're like, where'd you get that from? Let me grab that receipt. I got it from themocacreative.com. If you don't do that option, then you can go ahead and send an invoice. So when we click that button, it's automatically saving the draft. Now we come to the invoice. You can do a custom subject line. Just don't touch what is in these brackets. Okay. But you can say custom sweatshirt invoice, right? And then you could put a custom message. Thank you. You can put something like that. And then we're going to click review invoice, and it's going to show you how your invoice is going to look. Shows what they ordered, the price, the design fee, their discount code, there's no shipping, the taxes will be calculated when they put in their billing information, the customer, and then our little thank you message. So again, the customer is going to see whatever message you put for the discount code. You can go ahead and send it. So then it gives a brief description down here that you created the draft, you sent it. If your customer says, hey, I didn't get this order, you can resend the invoice. You can also share it. So sometimes when you send a Shopify invoice, it goes to spam. So, you can tell your customer that. You can say, hey, make sure you check your spam. And one side note I do want to give though is when they do pay their invoices, they will automatically get a receipt. So I was saying to give them a receipt, and it's automatically going to give the receipt when they pay it. But when you send an invoice, sometimes it goes to their spam. You could click share, copy link, and then send it via text, send it via Messenger, Facebook Messenger, wherever you want to send it. Make sure you have downloaded the Shopify app to your store so that you have that capability right from your phone, okay? Let me demonstrate a second way of doing this, okay? Let's create another order. Let's say this scenario is a nonprofit wants to place an order for an event. I'm going to go ahead and they want a shirt that's specifically on my website. So this time, instead of saying added custom item, I'm going to browse my products. And let's say they want this domestic violence warrior, and I'm going to pick 2 of them. So let's just say we got 4 sizes, and we're going to put in the quantities that they want. Then we can come to notes and also just give a note. It doesn't have to be a long drawn out note. You could just say Willow Center. This is a domestic shelter in my area. Willow Center awareness event. Choose the customer or create a new customer. You could do that too. I'm just going to choose the same one I had in there. All right, so now we have 200 items, $5,000. Now you could continue to go on and send the invoice. You can choose to give a discount if you want. For shipping, let's say for this particular scenario, we're gonna ship it, right? Now, just a disclaimer, I have not done my shipping tutorial at this point, so I don't have a lot of shipping options that's going to show up, but I do have one. So shipping rate, let's say, is standard $6.90. I know that's not going to ship 200 shirts, but just for the sake of this tutorial. Now for the discounts, you can add a discount. Okay, so the last time I did a custom order discount specific for that order. You can also create a discount. I would, before you click this button, I would save the invoice first. The save button, I think I already did it, but I would save the order first. When you click the create new discount, it's going to take you to the discount tab here, and then you'll have to enter your order in all over again. So add discount, create discount. So it's taking us to a different screen. All right. So here you could create a discount. There's several ways to create discounts: amount off products, buy one, get one, free shipping, and amount off order. I'm going to do amount off order for this scenario. I'm also going to choose automatic discount. Automatic discount means that they don't have to put in a code, but whatever I put here, they are going to see it. Okay. The percentage, you could do fixed amount or a percentage. I did 15%. Okay. For minimum purchase requirements, that means if this wasn't a special order, you could create a discount and have a minimum purchase amount, meaning this discount won't apply unless you spend at least $50, or it'll have a minimum quantity of items, meaning this discount will only apply if you purchase at least 10 items, right? If you wish to allow this discount code to be combined with other offers you have, whether it be a product discounts, order discounts, or shipping discounts, you want to check the appropriate box. If not, if you say, hey, 15% is enough, all right, I'm not checking anything. For the active dates of this discount, if you want this to be an ongoing discount, you would not check set end date, and it'll start at 2:25 at 1:48 p.m. If you wish for this discount to end on a certain date, you can say it's going to be ending tonight, tomorrow. Let's choose tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. Yes, you can customize it, even though when you click here, it has 3:30, 4:30. You can change it to 11:59 p.m. or whatever you want it to be. Save this discount. Let's go back to the order. Go to drafts. That's where it's at. It will become an order. It'll show in the orders page once it's paid. Let's go to the invoice, and you can add the discount specific to this order. Again, this is only if you wish to apply a discount at all. Okay, so here it is, 50% off. This is the discount they're going to get. They're going to get standard shipping, $6.90. Again, I am not doing payment due later. They can take advantage of the afterpay, whatever. If you're in their face, you can, and they give you a check, you can mark it as paid, or you can send them an invoice. Again, you could give it a personalized subject line. Willow Center awareness event. Awareness, you can say shirt order. All right, so I gave it a different subject line, and then you can also BCC yourself or CC other people, whether it be different people in the organization, but you can BCC yourself if you need to. This is a pretty huge order. And then you can review the invoice. This will give you how the invoice will look to your customer, gives all the information, the discount, the shipping, and then you can send the invoice. I'm not going to do that, but You can send the invoice. So that is how you can create custom invoices in Shopify. Let me know below if you have any questions.